So for the first video of the new year, sorry I was away for a little bit, guys, had a lot of catching up to do. We have our Evolving Skies ETB. I figured it was best to start off the new year with a very exciting set. One that seems to only blow up more and more in popularity. I actually held on to this for a little bit just for the sake of the first 2023 video. And I've actually never done an Evolving Skies ETB personally. I actually have one or two that I bought in like a lot of just the empty ETBs for the sake of storage. Well, I've never actually done one myself, and so I actually believe this is my first actual little player's guide for it. I still love these things. It's nice to have a paper copy of all of the, you know, set lists. Yeah, it's easier to look through on a website, but like Pokelector. But, I mean, it's just nice to be able to have it in your hands looking through it. It reminds me of, like, game manuals as a kid. It's not a requirement. You're not gonna lose sales because you don't include it, but I'm happy that you do. Such a beautiful box, by the way, I just want to say. They actually had both of the versions of this box there. I had to go with the one that had our Jolteon on it. So here we have our Evolving Skies packs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ever since that fiasco with the Chilling Rain ETB, I always count the number of packs. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, the Pokemon Center version of the Chilling Rain ETB didn't come with the 2 extra packs that it was supposed to. So, of course, we have our dice, and there's our little set symbol on the big one there. I actually really like the look of these, especially with the big die being so drastically different from these smaller ones. It's a nice little thing there. We have damage counters, well, condition markers, who cares? We have energies, who cares? We have a code card, I'm sure at least one of you cares. We have the sleeves, which of course feature my beautiful boy. I didn't think about the fact that both versions of this ETB will likely have different sleeves. Now I kind of regret not just picking up both. And then lastly, we have our dividers right here. I actually like this back more than the more fancy side. I like the more minimalistic when it comes to these. But we're finally down to the packs. Now this will be my first pack of the year. I was able to kind of cheese things if you watched my previous video, and make sure the last pack of the year was a good pull. Can't really do that this time around. I can't just open another pack and call that one my first like I could with my last. So we're gonna hope that this little dumb skyscraper Pokemon is going to have a good pull to start our year off. It is so rare that whenever I do an ETB, it is exceedingly rare that the first pack ever hits for me. So here's hoping that we can start off 2023, you know, like a week or so in. I still don't know when this video is going to release. I'm still in the middle of catching up on stuff. We can hope that it has something for us. We have our Pyroar, our Urasang, and our Swoobat. Going on to the commons, we have the Teddiursa, Krogonodon, Nickit, Dweeble, the Rufflet, Timpole, and on the end. Come on. First pack of the year. Okay, I can't complain that much. I mean, it's not a pull. The Shiftry is one of my favorite Pokemon. So, I mean, it's sort of a pull? Nah, that's lying. We couldn't get a success at the start of the year. It's fine. Yeah, I know Evolving Skies is a set that just keeps blowing up in popularity. I also know a lot of people that have been, like, buying, like, the ETB and other Evolving Skies products for the sake of saving. Due to the fact that they know that they're going to reach a high value marker later in life. So they're saving them to resell them as sold, you know, as sealed products. Of course, every set has people doing that, but this is the one that I tend to see a lot of people who are trying to use Pokemon for the sake of investing, keep going into. I don't know what all cards in here give merit to that. Again, I'm not an expert when it comes to trying to invest via Pokemon. But, it is a thing. We have a full face guard, and on the end, a Jolteon VMAX. Why couldn't you have been the first pack? I bought this box specifically because it had my boy on it, and I pulled my boy in the second pack. I should have come with Rayquaza. I don't know why I went with the dumb skyscraper dude. Like, Rayquaza obviously was going to be the good choice. We have our Jolteon VMAX. Beautiful looking card. Again, VMAXs are a little lame because they all look pretty generic in the backgrounds. But I'm so happy to have him. You know what, buddy? You can block... Okay, never mind. I guess you can. Well, let's see what our other skyscraper has in store for us. There might be more, but this one was side by side with the one that I chose to be our first pack. Maybe I just picked the wrong skyscraper. Maybe this was the skyscraper that we needed all along. We do 3 to the front, get rid of our energy, and that back card, the backing on it, seems to be a little bit darker than that of this energy. If you guys can tell, it might even be, I'm trying not to touch the front in case it's like textured. It's also darker than that. So you tend to see little differences in hollows and other, especially like full printed cards, like, full hollow, like V's and all of that. You sometimes see those little differences in the backing. So that might be a tell that we do have a good pull back there. Of course, printing issues are always a thing with the Pokemon Company, so it could just be a regular rare back there. We have our Feebas, the Boost Shake, and on the end we have a Wishy-Washy. So, wait, are you really a rare? Wishy-Washy? Why is this set popular again? So I guess I'm crazy. Maybe the rare card being a little bit dark on the back is just the normal thing that happens often. I don't know. It was only a slight color difference. I wonder if you guys are able to like really make it out. It looked like it in the camera that you guys were able to see it pretty good. You have to understand my view of what you guys are seeing is so much smaller than what you're actually seeing. The screen on this camera is not the most impressive. In fact, it actually always looks a lot brighter on the screen than it does in the final video. Like, not even like with me doing some color adjustments and all of that. The screen itself, like, it's just brighter. And so, whenever I'm looking at the camera lens, if I think that it's slightly too bright, that actually means that it's good. It's a weird thing to figure out. We have Zena's Resolve as a reverse, and on the end, okay, Full Art Trainer, we have our Raihan boy here. How do you pronounce it? Is it just Raihan? I can't think of any other way to say it, so I'm assuming that I'm correct, and I will not accept any counter arguments. Very nice looking card. I'm happy about that. I'm always happy about Full Art Trainers. Like, it's rare that a Full Art Trainer just doesn't look good. I mean, I guess there are some examples, but even then, they're never terrible. But that's a really nice looking one. I like this stone background on the back. It looks like he's in the... What's that first big city near the first wild area? Alright, we still have 2 Sylveon packs, so we're gonna go ahead and do one of those to get us down to 1 Sylveon pack. Not that it really makes any difference, it's just the pack art, but I'm freaking weird. I have like a collection of opened packs that I just preserve for the sake of pack art because I'm that much of a loser. There goes our energy. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I literally just take like really well preserved but opened packs and I stuff some energies in there and put it in a binder just for the sake, like, when you're going through the binder, you have like all of the pack arts in one page, and the next page all the pack arts. It's just a neat little display to kind of, way to kind of like capture that era, I suppose. We have the Treasure Energy, and on the end we have a Gigalith. I know people actually sell the like opened empty packs on eBay as well, and some of them can get weirdly expensive for just being the part that people normally throw away. Alright, we are down to our last 3 packs out of 8. I think we're going to save our Umbreon for last. Let's go ahead and do this Rayquaza, even though that Rayquaza really helped us out there. I don't remember the Full Art Trainer, what pack art that one came from. But let's pull out our code card. Come on, focus on them. Focus on them, Sony. We do 3 to the front. We get rid of our lightning energy. And we have the Vigoroth. Do they call it lightning energy or is it electric? I can't remember. The Dream Ball, Zena's Resolve for the millionth time. Emolga, Slackoth, Glossifer, Love Disc, Fletchling, Entei. Ooh, there's something. Can you spot? Can you spot the thing? I think a Rayquaza pack's really helping us out. Do we have Jill? Really? Really? Rayquaza pack. Why? 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 Look, I promise you, this isn't... Hold on. Let me zoom this back out. Let me go through our stack here real quick. We had... Okay, so there's our Raihan. We go back. And right there, both of our Rayquaza packs had a Jolteon VMAX. If you're hunting this card and you refuse to buy singles, just buy individual Rayquaza packs and you'll get a Jolteon VMAX apparently. Look, I'm happy, he's my boy and I'm cool with getting another pull. But to get a VMAX duplicate in the same ETB with only 8 packs is a little upsetting, I won't lie. Let's move on to our Sylveon. Again, I'm cool with it. My girlfriend's actually been, trying to experiment with more art stuff involving Pokemon cards, so I guess now she can do something interesting with a VMAX, and it's a VMAX that I really enjoy, so maybe I'll give that to her and be like, hey, figure something out, make this look all pretty. We have our Shelgon, our SQ, our full face guard, and yes, the art stuff she's working on, I plan on showing on the channel eventually. We have a Hitmonchan, a Slackoth, a Petalil, a Pikachu, Pumpkaboo. Salamence are reverse. Always nice to get rare reverses. Down there's the value. I doubt it's a whole lot. But on the end, we have a Tropius. We have to get at least one more pull, right? Like, we've had 3, but I would obviously like 4, 50-50. But the fact that 2 of them were the same, yeah, I would really appreciate, a third good card. Open this thing, pull this out. I mean, $50 ETB, I can hope for something. I understand if I would have kept it sealed and held onto it for a few years, I could have made my money's worth out of it. I don't really resell crap anyways. But getting my money's worth, in pulls would be nice. We have the Crystal Cave, the Toy Catcher, and hey, there's the regular boy. Going on, we have our Applin, the Sableye, Nickit, Bergmite, Carvana, Zoroark as our reverse. Again, another reverse rare. Maybe I'll value him again too. Maybe I should just always value the rare reverses down there. And then on the very end, we have a Talonflame. But before the end of the video, we have our bonus card of the day. First video of the year, I should probably explain this again. These are cards that I buy as singles, specifically to go in this segment. They go in this sleeve for a very long time, where they actually get shuffled around, and I tend to forget what I even purchased. They stay in here until they are shown in a video. So, looking at this one, I am seeing, let's get it in focus here, some whitening there, along with on that side. More whitening there. With the zoom that's going on, that makes the color on the back look a little bit too light, but I promise you it's a regular color. It's not some fake crap I buy from a really good store. But on the, on the front end, I'm guessing it's going to be a little bit older, but not super old, but I could be wrong. We have a Dialga, okay. 2008, I would expect it to be a little bit more whitened if it has been used, but I'm happy to have it in decent condition. We have the Dialga from Pokemon Platinum as a stamped card. I have an obsession with these stamped cards, man. I'm working on getting them all instead of a binder by themselves. I'll probably hard sleeve all of them, even though some of them aren't valuable enough to do that with. I'm not too sure yet. But we have our stamped Dialga. I love these stamped cards way too much. You know what? I'm not going to do a recap on this video. You've seen all of the good pulls multiple times thanks to that little catastrophe we had there with the double hit. I guess I can show you the Raihan again since he wasn't shown very recently. Nice looking boy. But if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I'll see all of y'all next time. Hopefully I'll also be back to 2 videos every week, along with some shorts sprinkled in there. And again, hopefully, I will see all of y'all next time. Goodbye for now. Yeah, actually, I talked about how my store that I buy these from are really good about spotting fakes. I was talking about like the color on this looking a little weird when it was zoomed in. But I promise you, like it's the. Oh wait, I guess you guys can't see the color right now, can you? Yeah, I went there the other day, and the guy was like, yeah, we're kind of pretty much out of Pokemon product, and all they had was I think it was the Electrode box that they've had forever. And then the guy told me, he's like, yeah, unless you want to buy some fake cards. And I was like, hold on, what are you talking about? And yeah, they bought some fake booster boxes and didn't realize it until they had already purchased them. There's like I only recently discovered it because of this story, like Amazon Returns bin store. It's not just Amazon, it's all different websites, like they buy these like return pallets and then they sell them for all the items for cheap, and of course every day the price goes down, yada yada. And they were informed that at that store there were some Brilliant Stars booster boxes. And due to the day that it was, everything in the store was $7. So they went down there, they only had like 2 or 3, but they bought them. And to be fair, they were very impressive fakes. With the wrapping off of the booster box, you could kind of tell that it was fake, especially if you actually touched it. But the wrapping they had on it even had like the Pokemon watermark all over the wrapping. The packs themselves would have honestly tricked me. The booster box itself probably wouldn't have, especially like feeling it and seeing it up close. The packs were scary good replications. Like, holy god, they looked real. Now, if I had a Brilliant Stars pack next to it, I could have easily spotted the difference, but with only seeing them by themselves, like, isolated from other Pokemon packs, if I saw those in a store, I would have bought them assuming that they were real. The cards themselves were pretty obviously fake, but some of the holo effects they had going on, despite still being obviously fake, were pretty scary good when it came to, like, lining the holo and, like, having them, like, not just, like, plastered over the whole card. Like, they even had, like, texture to some of the cards. Like, it was kind of scary. The cards themselves, again, were still easy to spot as fakes, but the booster box is really hard to spot, and the packs were way too scary. So, guys, be careful when buying your Pokemon cards out there. Make sure to give it a good examination before spending your money on it. Luckily, they only lost $7 per box, so it's not a big deal for them.